Why music gives us goosebumps. The extraordinary science behind why music can move us to tears. Science explained by Army Part 1. Welcome back to Army. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about your favorite song. Perhaps it's a melody you've loved since childhood, or maybe it's a song you discovered only recently. Now imagine listening to it through your headphones. The music begins quietly. The instruments slowly build. The singer takes a deep breath. Then, suddenly, a powerful chorus arrives. Without warning, tiny bumps appear on your arms. A chill runs down your spine. Your heart beats a little faster. For a brief moment, you feel something that words cannot fully describe. Why does this happen? How can invisible waves moving through the air create such powerful emotions inside the human brain? Why can a song make us cry, even when it contains no personal memories? And why does music exist in every known human culture? Today, Army is exploring one of the greatest mysteries in neuroscience and psychology. We will discover why music affects us so deeply, what happens inside the brain while we listen, and why something that seems like simple entertainment may actually be one of humanity's greatest evolutionary achievements. Let's begin with a surprising fact. Unlike food, water, or sleep, humans do not need music to survive. You can live your entire life without ever listening to a single song. Yet every civilization in recorded history has created music. Ancient Egyptians played music more than 4,000 years ago. The Greeks believed music reflected mathematical harmony within the universe. Traditional African societies used music to tell stories and preserve history. Across Asia, music accompanied ceremonies, celebrations, and spiritual practices for thousands of years. No matter where scientists look, they find music. This raises an extraordinary question. If music is not necessary for survival, why has every culture created it? Some evolutionary scientists believe music may have helped strengthen social bonds. Long before humans developed writing, people gathered around fires. They sang together, danced together, moved together. These shared experiences helped groups cooperate, trust one another, and feel united. Imagine hundreds of people marching together to the same rhythm, or parents singing softly to calm a crying baby. Music coordinates both movement and emotion. It allows many individuals to act almost as one. Even today, national anthems, religious songs, and celebration music continue serving this ancient purpose. But how does the brain actually hear music? When sound enters your ears, it travels through the ear canal and causes the eardrum to vibrate. These vibrations pass through three tiny bones inside the middle ear: the malleus, incus, and stapes. They are the smallest bones in the human body. Their job is to amplify sound before sending it into the inner ear. Inside the cochlea, thousands of microscopic hair cells begin moving with each vibration. Each group of hair cells responds to different sound frequencies. High notes stimulate one area, lower notes stimulate another. These tiny movements are transformed into electrical signals. Those signals travel through the auditory nerve directly into the brain. In less than a fraction of a second, your brain begins answering remarkable questions. How high is the note? Where is the sound coming from? Is that a piano, a violin, a human voice? One brain region cannot answer all these questions alone. Instead, many areas work together simultaneously. The auditory cortex analyzes pitch and rhythm. Memory systems compare the melody with songs you've heard before. Emotional centers determine whether the music feels joyful, peaceful, frightening, or nostalgic. Motor regions may even prepare your body to tap your foot, without you consciously deciding to do so. In reality, listening to music is one of the most complex tasks your brain performs, yet it feels completely effortless. Now let's explore one of the greatest mysteries in music. Why do some songs give us goosebumps? Scientists call this experience frisson, a French word meaning a sudden shiver. Researchers have found that frisson often occurs during moments of unexpected beauty. Perhaps the singer suddenly reaches a higher note. Maybe an orchestra becomes dramatically louder, or a quiet melody unexpectedly transforms into a powerful chorus. These moments surprise the brain, but unlike frightening surprises, they are emotionally rewarding. Brain imaging studies have shown that during these moments, regions involved in reward and emotion become highly active. Some of these same brain circuits are also activated by delicious food, meaningful social connections, and other deeply rewarding experiences. In other words, the brain may treat beautiful music as something profoundly valuable. Scientists continue studying exactly why this happens, but one idea appears repeatedly: the brain loves patterns. As you listen to music, your brain constantly predicts what note should come next. Most of the time, those predictions are correct. But great composers and musicians know how to create small surprises, not random surprises, beautiful surprises. When the music violates your expectations in just the right way, the brain experiences a powerful emotional response. This is remarkably similar to what we learned in our episode about laughter. Both music and humor depend on prediction. Both create emotional reactions when reality differs from expectation. Perhaps this is one reason both are found in every human culture. The human brain is constantly searching for patterns. Music gives those patterns rhythm, harmony, emotion, and meaning. But this leads to another fascinating mystery. If music can change the way we feel, can it also change the way our brains work? Can learning an instrument actually reshape the brain? Can music improve memory? Can it help patients recover after illness? The answers are far more surprising than most people imagine. Today we've discovered that music is much more than organized sound. It is a conversation between mathematics, memory, prediction, emotion, and the remarkable human brain. But the greatest discoveries are still ahead. In the next part, Army will explore how music changes the brain, why musicians often develop unique neural connections, and how doctors are beginning to use music in hospitals to support healing and recovery. I'll see you in the next chapter of our journey.